He loves Oklahoma. Somebody would say if I had a daughter, I would be the guy that I want to marry my daughters. I got two, and
he's already married.
He's got some little brothers, and he's already married. And but just phenomenal. He's the epitome of what we want a Sooner to be, and we're really, really excited about him. His work, man, he loves his teammates, and had a good year last year, and he was just a true sophomore. We're for us to be our best, he needs to have a better year, and he knows that. And he's excited. He's a guy that rises to the challenge. Every time I challenge him, he rises to it. And he's coachable, man. Just one of my favorite things about Ethan is how much he loves Oklahoma, how much he cares, but he expends himself every day. Field, he's just like a walking pond.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's what you want as a coach. You want a guy to respond. You want a guy to expend himself and lay it all out there. And if I told him, hey, Ethan, I need your arm for us to get this 4th and 1, he'd cut it off. And I don't know any greater compliment a coach can give a player.
Talk about him off the field a little bit. You say when he walks off the field, he's as active off the field with just charitable things. And
yeah, he's just like Superman. He is. He's married now to Miss Caroline, and sweet lady she is, and happy for him. And he's got a great family, and he's always putting other people first. That kid, selfish is the antithesis of that young man. He's always thinking about the team. He's always thinking about the room. He's always thinking about we'll be walking out to practice, and I was like, hey, coach, you good? You need anything? And he's not saying it as a suck up or as, he's genuinely asking, you good? I'm like, I'm good. You know your plays, you good? And you ready for today? It's a hot one out here. And but that's just who he is, just special.
You mentioned rising to the occasion. Reggie's the guy who had a lot of snaps last season, but this time around there's a lot more competition in that position. What have you seen out of him in terms of embracing that, having to battle for those?
Yeah, it's good. Competition is good. It makes everyone better, and the same thing for Reggie. I think all the guys in my room in particular recognize that we're at a different place this year than we were last year, as far as personnel, as far as toughness, as far as physicality. Their bodies look different. Shout out Schmitty. As far as knowledge of the playbook and more understanding of how we do what we do. And Reggie is no different than everybody else as far as knowing, like, man, I gotta perform. It's not what I did yesterday. It's what I did today. We don't have any starters going into this fall camp. Everybody's got to go prove it. And Oklahoma's got to go prove it. Miguel Chavis has to go prove it. And that's every day, whether you're 6 or 7 or 15 and 0, you got to go prove it. And we're trying to be a program that's going to last for a long time. And I want to have the best defensive end room in the country, and I mean that. That's my desire. I want to have that here at Oklahoma. Well, you don't get that by being complacent, and you don't get it by being destroyed. We can look at 6 and 7 last year, or we didn't get to the quarterback as much as I would like us to, or the guys would like us to, and you can say, well, that's not who we are. Or you just get better. So Reggie is a guy very similar to Ethan. It epitomizes everything that's great about Oklahoma. I think he took advantage of our sole mission, micro internships and service trips. He was like in Rio de Janeiro one month, and the next month he was in South Africa. Just special, man. He's a great young man, and so we're really, really blessed to have him.
The new NIL deal, South Africa.
Say it again.
NIL deal?
No, sole mission.
No, I'm kidding.
Okay, I got you.
Sorry. I just wanted to ask you about getting off the field on 3rd down and 4th down. Coach Roof was talking about that a little bit. Your perspective on that, your guys, and how important it is to whether it's creating pressure or getting the ball out or whatever.
Yeah, man. As a former defensive lineman and as a person that's been in this defense now going on 7 years with Coach Venables, it is built around defensive linemen setting the tone, setting the edge, and creating a wall and creating havoc on the quarterback and in the backfield. If you're going to be a multiple aggressive defense, your defensive linemen have to play well, and you got to coach them well. And so that's we've talked about that all offseason amongst a host of other things. We had a lot to talk about and a lot to get better on. But one of those was getting off the field on third down, fourth down. But you got to be great on P and 10. If you're going to be great on third down, man, third and 8, it's a heck of a lot easier than 3rd and 1. So it's not just third down, it's what you do on first and second down. It's playing efficient ball. It's playing, getting the call. What's my pre-snap process? And having a really, really good first down, and then having a good second down, and then you can get your hand cocked back and let it fly on third down.
Is there such a thing though as like a clutch play or a crunch time play? Last 5 minutes, last 3 minutes, you're trying to get a stop or whatever.
It's you
can't train for that.
You could say that. I mean. I'm thinking now as a spectator and as a fan, it sure feels like that, doesn't it? You look at a game and you go, man, if we just got that one play, we won the game. But as a coach, I know better. Mm-hmm. It's all the little plays before that one play. It's just doing your job, man. It's efficient. We got to be a more efficient defensive line. And defense, yes, no doubt, but we got to be more efficient on defensive line. And we expended ourselves this spring, man. Do your freaking job. You got to set the edge, keep your outside arm free, knock them back, keep your outside arm free, and make the play. All right, well, I set the edge. I did my job. All right, well, now the running back's about to pipe it in the B gap. And the linebacker, the safety might not be there. Things happen.
Yep.
It's football. Get rid of the freaking offensive tackle, throw his ugly butt on the ground, and go in there and make the play. So I think it's I'm making the plays within the defense, but it's a mindset. And nothing ever happens fast enough for us coaches, for me, or for the players, but it takes time. You don't just, you guys ever seen the movie 300? There's a scene at the very, very beginning with King Leonidas, okay? And he's like 12 maybe. And they throw him out there to the wolves, literally. He's got to go out there, he's got to survive the cold. It's like 12, dude. You get like arrested by Department of Social Services today if you did that. All right, but in Spartan territory, this is what you did. And if he didn't make it back, so be it. He wasn't qualified to be a Spartan. But he had to go through some stuff, man. You gotta get scarred up. You gotta get scarred up. And the past year and a half, in the best way possible, our guys have gotten scarred up and loved up. And you gotta go through the fire. That's where the glory is. It's in the fire. And so they got a different look in their eyes right now. I think we all do. And I'm really excited.
Thanks.
What did you learn about yourself last year, Miguel? If it's true, a man can learn more.
You don't know what you don't know. You don't know what you don't know. Even when you just having humility. Mm-hmm. Coach Venables has always taught me to, man, have humility, get better, do a great job of self-evaluating. Mm-hmm. Can you coach a technique better? Can you coach a scheme better? Can you say things with better verbiage that connects in a more potent way with your players to get them to do what you need them to do, what they need themselves to do? But I also found out about myself, man, that I can endure a valley. When I was coaching at Clemson for 5 years, it's easy to walk around with a smile on your face when you're freaking beating everybody's butt by 40 points. I got joy in the Lord. Well, no duh. Really easy. Yeah. My quiet time was amazing. Good job.
Right.
And but man, the Lord will take us in valleys. You don't want to be there. Nobody likes them. Everybody's trying to get to the top of Mount Everest. Nobody wants to be in the valley. But that's where the growth happens. And so I think I learned about myself that I have a really good wife. I learned about myself that my 7-year-old knows about wins and losses. He's hilarious, Judah. And I learned about myself that I'm built for this. I love it. I love it all. And I want to be a winner at Oklahoma. And that motivates me. Winning the national championship at Oklahoma, and that motivates me. This place has been amazing. Yeah. This place will take a backseat to nobody. But going to the college football playoff and winning, that motivates me. Sure. My group and me and Coach Bates' group leading the country in sacks and TFLs, that motivates me. Scaring people when they come to the Palace, that motivates me. Shutting haters up, that motivates me. All of it. Then proving Coach V right. proving President Harris and Joe Castiglione right, proving myself right, proving my players right, proving my recruits right, that believe in me, that believe in Coach V, that believe in Oklahoma.
We assume that players are. You used the term haters just now. We assume that players catch wind of that stuff.
Well, listen,
and
man,
they're motivated
yeah,
by
listen, if you have any eyes or ears, like, come on, like,
yeah.
I mean, once again, the most political correct thing to say is, oh, what are you talking about? What do you mean haters? You know, and but that's not why we do it. But man, that's the cherry on top. You know, you got to freaking, whether it's people love you or hate you, you got a job to do. You know, and you know, Georgia won the national championship this past year, 2 years in a row. Well, they got lovers and haters. Well, you got to still go back to work. Oklahoma was 6-7 this past year, and that's not the standard. Like, there's no coddling, there's no blame shifting, there's no pivoting from that. That's not good. But man, what's great about life, and when you have air in your lungs and you get a new day, man, I'm really thankful for a new day. I'm thankful for a new season. I'm thankful for an opportunity. We got to go through fall camp. I wish we could spot the freaking ball today. For real. You know, and so I can't wait to get on the field again with my guys.
How old are you?
34. I was about to say 20-something.
You could pass for 20-something.
Because I shaved today. So I'm talking to y'all.
So you're still a pup in this deal.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm a dog. I like a dog better than a pup. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think I always will be this way. You know, I got a young spirit. I got juice. And
their first brush with adversity can be difficult for young dogs.
yeah, not for me.
Yeah, right.
I didn't feel that.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
I didn't feel overwhelmed. I didn't feel, being honest, I didn't feel, it's overwhelmed. You know,
Confidence never waned.
No,
Yeah.
no, not doing what we do.
Yeah.
You know, and once again, the confidence comes from knowledge
Yeah.
of, man, I've been here.
Yeah.
You know, when I was a player my senior year, we went 6-7 at Clemson. We lost to freaking Skip Holtz and the USF Bulls in the Charlotte Belt Bowl. Okay, it was terrible, and we lost, and I broke my foot in that game. Liz Frank, and they wanted to fire Coach Sweeney, freaking Coach Dabo Sweeney. They wanted to fire him. 6-7, lost to South Carolina 2 years in a row. This ain't the guy. We made a mistake. The next year, all he does is win the ACC championship for the first time in 20 years, and the rest is history. Okay, but what was the difference? It was almost the same locker room. It takes time. It takes belief. You can't waver, you know. And so the sky is definitely not falling. We know what we're doing. We know why we're doing it, and we know who we're doing it with.
Thanks.
Yeah, no worries.
Reggie Grimes, what are you expecting from him as a player? And not only that, but as